Hi. Now that you've signed into your Google Drive and shared a folder with your teacher, you'll want to get started creating and editing your first document. There are two types of documents you can create on the iPad using Google Drive. The first is a text document, like Microsoft Word. You can access this by clicking on the plus symbol. This is a basic text editor, and it's useful for writing and revising or collecting some research or sharing ideas with others. The second type of document is a spreadsheet. The spreadsheet uses rows and columns to organize information. It's useful for creating lists and groups of things and for calculating formulas when the information involves numbers. You can also import projects created in some other kinds of apps on the iPad, but we'll go over that feature in the future. For now, let's take a look at opening and editing a new text document on the Google Drive app. Next, we'll look at doing the same steps in the Chrome app, and afterwards, we'll discuss some of the differences. If you know that you'll be sharing your document with your teacher at some point in the future, it's best to go ahead and to open that from within the shared folder you created first, and then click on the Open Document. So let's take a look at that now. Here's a folder that I've created for one of my teachers, and now I'm going to click on the plus symbol and then go ahead and click on New Document. This will ensure that the document is opened and already shared with the teacher. Your teacher will be able to view your work along the way and may be able to provide feedback or comments that will help you to improve your work. One thing that you'll love about Google Drive is that your work is saved automatically. This will save you a lot of time and heartache in the future. You'll notice that when you open up a new document, you'll be asked to name the document right away. Giving your document a title is very important. Just keep in mind that the Google Drive in the Chrome app and on your computer will not automatically ask you for your title. So you'll want to be careful and make sure that you add a title, or you'll end up with hundreds of documents called Untitled. So I'll go ahead and I'm going to call this Test Document and create it. You'll notice that when you open up the Google Drive app that there are some very basic editing tools available. The main ones that you'll want to be aware of are the font selecting tools. So you can select the size of the font, the color of the font, and the font type. And then you can do things like bold, italics, and underline. Those features are here. And then you can also do alignment of the text, numbering, and bullet points. So those are the basic features that you'll need to know. I'm going to go ahead and click Done here and close. And now let's take a look at those same steps if we're looking in the Google Chrome app. So I'm going to close this, and now I'm going to open up Google Chrome. After logging in, you'll notice that your Google Drive menu is in a mobile view and that it has fewer features than the menu view that you might see in a full computer browser. If you scroll down to the bottom of the screen, you'll see that you can switch to the desktop view. Don't worry about the warning messages that you might see. It's true that some features may not work, but you'll soon see that there are many more features available than currently found in the Google Drive app. Like before, let's click on the folder that you've shared with your teacher and open and create a new document. So I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to click on the folder. And now I'm going to click on Create and Document. And you'll notice that it opens up in the mobile browser again. I could start editing it in this mobile view, but I'm going to go ahead and click on Desktop. And I get the warning message, so I'm going to go ahead and click Continue to Desktop Version. And this is where I get the warning that it might not be fully functional. I'm just going to go ahead and click Dismiss. Notice how we were not asked to make a title this time? Make sure this is the first thing that you do. By clicking on the Untitled document, it says click to set title, so I'm going to do that. Sometimes the touch interface in the desktop version is just a little finicky. and then I'll go ahead and name this. Your teacher may also have some very specific directions for how you would title your document that will help him or her to be able to find it more easily. Be sure to follow those directions precisely. We won't go over all of the extra features that are available in the desktop view, but there are a couple really important ones. The first is the commenting feature. If you're collaborating with another student or with the teacher, your teacher may have put some comment notes, or you may want to put some comment notes to help highlight certain changes that need to be made. So first of all, I'm going to add something here. I'm going to click on Insert and then Comment, and it pops a bubble off to the right hand side, and then I can put my comment there. If part of the screen is not available because of that, you may have to move over a little bit, dragging your finger back and forth on the screen in order to see those comments. But this is a way that you can show someone that you want to make changes without actually going in and editing their document. Another thing that you can do in the desktop version using Google Chrome is insert photos. So you can click on Insert and then click on Image, and then this will let you browse. You can do this by doing a search for an image, or you can also upload an image that's saved in your camera roll or take an image. You can also add tables. And that allows you to set up columns and rows inside your document. So these are a couple of the main features and differences between the Google Drive app and Google Chrome using the desktop version of Google Drive inside that app. That should help you to have some different ways of working with your documents so that you have as many options available to you as possible.